Hey guys, Hurrikone here, and welcome to my first ever story time conducted on this channel. I've been meaning to want to do a story time ever since I left out of high school. When I'm done with schooling completely, I just want to know, given by the title, I know it's morbid, but please hang with me here because this is just pretty much wild on how I got desensitized to gore. Back in around like sixth grade when I was in middle school, I was in a computer class. We did a lot of things in computer class. If I remember, we were messing around with like Apple computers, like those Apple stand computers that we used to have. And the good thing about that is that it had built-in really good features that it's already installed. Like I think it's the Apple like movie editor that I used to think that was really cool back then because I thought that's the direction for like making movies and stuff. But I was in that class specifically to learn how to do computers because yeah, it's part of our curriculum back in middle school. And down the line, we get to do Go Anime. You may have heard of Go Anime probably when you guys were in school. Go Anime is pretty much like one of those crappy animation style things where you have to use like text to speech and all of that stuff for the characters, etc. But we're not only talking about that. We're talking about how did I get desensitized to gore and how did I get shown to gore. Keep this in mind. This video is not going to be censored. This is going to be full freedom of speech. I'm not getting any monetization or anything, so I'm just going with a rip. So it was a nice I think around that time I think I had the early afternoon class for the computer class that I was in. And I don't know who's this guy. We're just going to call him Lee. Lee is Filipino or might be Chinese. If I remember, I was doing my work. I was doing my work. I had headphones on, so we got like these Apple headphones that we could connect them. I think at the bottom or in the back, either or. So I was listening to music, just minding my business, trying to get some work done, and then he tapped on my shoulder. He said, "Hey, do you wanna see an ISIS beheading?" And I was like, "What?" I said I didn't know what to say from there. I was very curious, so I said, "Okay, go ahead and show me." So he took out his phone, put the phone right under the desk so the teacher won't see. So if I remember correctly on what video that was, it was a guy getting his got basically an execution beheading style like a typical ISIS would do. And with the how great the quality is, no pun intended, I'm not trying to make jokes about it, but the fact that it was so good quality, I thought it was for a movie. But when he flat out told me that no, it's real, I was in disbelief. I think at that moment, at that age, that's when I kind of knew that the world is fucked from the get-go. Because the reason why I think that I said that the world was fucked from the get-go is because this is all going on in the Middle East while we're just enjoying our happy time in the fucking US with no issues, no problems. I think this is still around when Barack Obama was still president. I think like this was like 2015, early 2016 before the actual election. So there was like an ISIS crisis like around that time, I would say when I was in middle school. Like a lot of people were talking about it. But when he showed me that, he showed me more videos. He showed me more videos of like this prisoner getting run over by a tank and all of his like I remember that he was trying to jump away because he was kind of like hog-tied, but he was standing up. So he was busy trying to avoid the tank. The tank just ran him over and he was just smushed. Like literally Squidward face squished. And I never seen nothing like that. And it's kind of sad that I got exposed to that at a very early age because to be honest, I've seen so many gore videos over the years, and it's not a flex at all. I'm not here to flex that at all, because it's not good. It's really not that good. And I have seen some stuff that I should not even be looking at, but there is a saying, curiosity kills the cat. So I was busy, like, search. When I got back home, the video was stuck. Those ISIS videos were stuck in my head for quite some time. And it got me curious. So I searched up actual beheading videos on Google. And that's how I got introduced to Live Leak. And that's how I got introduced to other gore websites like Best Gore, maybe beforehand. But there's another story time coming up where I got introduced to shock sites. Now that is completely different. I'm talking about gore videos itself. But I'm talking about shock videos. It will be a separate video on me talking about it. But when I was researching this, and I've seen another ISIS video where I think they got these prisoners like prisoners like where the steep like hole, like very steep, like it looked like a colony. It looks like a big colony down there, like an underground like colony. So I seen like these guys like lined up, and this executioner was shooting this guy in the back of the head. All of them in the back of the head, one by one, and they all fell down. Like, and I couldn't believe what I was looking at. It just felt it's like one of those things that felt too real to be a movie. That, okay, like, this cannot be fake. So if I remember this one clip where I was keep researching, I didn't fucking stop when I should be. But I was watching a video where they got all these prisoners in a cage. I was watching the video, they were doing their intro and everything, like production quality, top fucking notch. I don't know what's their satisfaction doing all of that, and the edits that they do, what the ISIS done is fucking insane. That they put so many edits into their video, into their stuff, that I couldn't believe like they naturally are doing this. Like naturally doing like what the fuck are they doing in the studio looking at innocent people who are getting beheaded and tortured and executed, and those editors at the studio must have a field day just making those fucking videos. Like I'm in core disbelief here. But yeah, they were all in the cage. Like all of these prisoners are in the cage, so they were doing their introduction, and they exposed themselves on why they were here. I think one of them was a spy from Russia, and one of them is a spy from in the Middle East trying to stop ISIS. So the executioner rolled up the cage. They put them in I think a lake or an ocean or a pool. I don't know. It's been a while since I seen it. I seen it like a couple of times. But I don't go searching it for out. Don't search it. When I was watching the video, they were counting down, and they were lowering the cage down. They were lowering it down, and you got the prisoners trying to breathe for air. Like you can literally see them panic. You can literally see them trying to survive. Like they're trying to get their last breath in. And that's a scary thought. And so they submerged all of them in water, and I think it probably lasted like a good 5 to 10, 15 minutes where they pretty much all died. So when they lifted up the cage, when they lifted up the cage, they were like you could see the water coming out. They were spitting out water. Like they were pretty much dead from drowning. Like and like basically drowned in the lungs. And that was like, that shit had me. I was pretty scared at the time. I really was, because I was like, this could literally happen to any of us at any given moment. Because ISIS could literally invade our country, but thank God, no. ISIS got turned into was. Now they're working undercover now for quite some time and still trying to control a lot of stuff. Now we got bigger issues in the United States. So, since I told you guys this story, what's the moral of the story? I think moral of the story is, do not go search out videos if you're squeamish. I wouldn't even dare to even search it up if you're curious. Save your innocence, save your sanity, and everything. Because there are a lot of people that I have seen that dig into a rabbit hole, and I have seen countless of documentaries of like young serial killers and school shooters watching gore videos, and watching gore videos left and right, and ending up being obsessed with death and being obsessed with the idea of, with the gore combined. Basically, they want to feel on how it feels to kill another human. That's literally their main purpose on why they're watching gore videos. You got people watching gore videos remaking like death of people that are dying. Like that got like I've seen Instagram reels where people are making real life gore events into Roblox form, into claymation recently, into claymation of the exact one of a cartel slashing. And I just think that shit is fucking crazy that people do that. That is very wild to me. But conclusion, once again, don't search this out. I really don't want you guys to search something out. But if it comes your way, report it. Do everything. If it comes to the mainstream lines, go ahead and report it. Don't even bother. It's just a lot of things already happen in this world that I don't think that a lot of people should be worried about, like what's going on out there. But there are some stuff that you will learn some history. There are some times that you will learn some sort of history that you don't even know. But that's only a history side of things, not only for, like, I don't know how to describe it, but not curious, but it's history. You know what I mean? Because this is history, because this is literally what's been going on for a lot of years, and there are some history that we don't know about to this day. And that's very odd for me to explain it, but that's the only way I can really explain it. But anyways, that's all for the story. I hope you guys enjoy my very first story time on this channel. I'll be producing more down the line. I hope this got received well. But I thank you guys for supporting me on this new journey of this channel. I will not be monetized if I put out this video. I do not want to be monetized on the things that I talk about on my story time, because how explicit it can be. But since we have discussed about gore videos, next video will be shock sites, on how I came across it at a younger age, before the gore videos came into the mix in my rotation of my lifetime. But anyways, it's your boy Hurrikone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.